Hey everyone, I want to do a video today. Obviously, we're really excited about the all-time highs in silver that have been happening lately. But I want to have a little bit of an honest conversation about silver. How I'm feeling after going to the coin shop yesterday. Silver is at about $59, which is, the highest it's ever been. Obviously, it's like, super exciting. But one thing that I really noticed for the first time was when I was at the store yesterday, I was actually nervous to buy silver for the first time in my entire life. I had anxiety about buying silver, and I ended up not buying any. I did the video about the gold that I bought yesterday. I think as the gold to silver ratio goes down, I want to continue to build my gold stack and, get closer to that 75-25 ratio for gold to silver value as opposed to 50-50. But I really want to see what you all think about the price of silver. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy. I'm not going to be, selling my silver or, offloading my silver. But it's just crazy how fast silver's been going up. And, I know a lot of channels are just pumping it up and talking about how great it is and how, it's just going to keep going up and up and up. And I think that there's some truth in that. If I didn't believe that, I would sell all my silver right now if I thought it wasn't going to go up or it couldn't go up. But, I think, it's good to acknowledge how you're feeling as well. And, there's no harm in pausing or taking a break or, again, no rash decisions like selling my silver. But, when you're feeling something, you don't want to just ignore it either at the same time. So my strategy has been to just accumulate and dollar cost average my way in. I've been buying silver pretty consistently for a few years. Nothing like people who've been buying silver for many, many years, but I have been pretty consistently buying silver for the past, let's say, 3 years. And, even this year, as it's gone from 30 to 35 to 40 to 45 to 50, I've continued just, plugging along and making purchases along the way. But yesterday, the guy, at the coin shop, he's a nice guy. He's got a price board. It's a TV with different prices. And something like in my gut, I just had like a visceral reaction to looking up at the screen and seeing that the generic silver was $62 an ounce. Not that that's a bad price. I mean, $3 over spot. Can't complain. But, I go on Tuesdays a lot of times. And, last Tuesday I did a video. I got a 5-ounce silver that I was super excited about at what felt like a great price because it was a commemorative and I got it at kind of a generic price. But, you know, for it to go up, $8 in a week, again, super exciting. I'm not selling. I'm in it for kind of the long haul. But yeah, the speed and the intensity that silver's been going up for the first time made me really want to kind of pump the brakes and focus on gold. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, maybe I'm just kind of rambling, but it was just something about seeing $62 that really like threw me for a loop. Like, I had enough money to get at least 1 ounce of silver to go with my gold, and it's just weird. Like for the first time in my life, I couldn't get myself to buy even 1 ounce of silver. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to kind of reflect on that. Um, I'm not going to be a channel that is into like predictions or making outlandish claims. It's mostly just about, trying to be informative if you're, stacking, kind of like I'm stacking. And yeah, I kind of want to get some feedback on this if you're watching this and if you like gold and silver, if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. But I really would love to get your guys' thoughts on where we're at right now. I think, like I said, gold is really my focus right now, and Gold's always been my number one anyway, so that's not really a big problem. But I think I want to kind of see silver stabilize a little bit before I buy more. I'm not like looking for it to go down to buy a dip or anything like that, because I don't really believe in like timing and trying to be like a mastermind of timing the price. So I'm not like rooting for it to go down or looking for it to go down, but I think I want to see it kind of just almost stay where it's at for a little bit, or maybe just go continue to go up a little slowly. Yeah, $8 in a week, as much as it's awesome because of I have silver, so I'm definitely excited every time I see silver go up and make a big move. But yeah, I don't know. My strategy is kind of shifting. I feel like I want to kind of see what's going to happen next a little bit before buying more silver. So let me know what you guys are buying. I hope you like the videos, and I hope you have a great day.